Imagine standing in the middle of a vast forest, surrounded by an endless cacophony of birdsong, rustling leaves, and the distant rush of a river. Everywhere you turn, the noise competes for your attention, making it impossible to decide which path to take. This is what life feels like for so many of us today, an unrelenting stream of notifications, tasks, and distractions pulling us in every direction but the one we truly want to go. At Mindful Literary, we believe there's a way out of this chaos, a way to tune out the noise, recalibrate your internal compass, and set a course toward what genuinely matters. This book isn't just about productivity hacks or time management techniques. It's about creating a life aligned with your values, purpose, and vision. In the pages ahead, we'll explore the modern epidemic of distraction and its profound cost on our happiness and goals. We'll dive into the science of focus, the psychology of distraction, and practical strategies for cutting through the noise. Each chapter offers tools, insights, and stories to help you regain control of your attention and channel it into the areas of your life that matter most. This journey isn't about doing more, it's about doing what matters. As you read, you'll discover not just how to achieve your goals, but how to live with clarity and intention. Let's begin by uncovering the roots of our scattered attention and laying the groundwork for a more focused, fulfilling life. Introduction: The Compass of Clarity. Why we're drowning in noise, the information overload and constant distractions of the modern world. The relentless influx of information that bombards us daily feels like standing in the middle of a chaotic market where every stall is yelling louder than the last. Notifications from social media, updates from news outlets, emails piling up like autumn leaves, and the constant buzz of conversations surround us. With smartphones glued to our palms, we swipe and scroll, diving into a sea of content that never seems to end. It's not just the volume of information that overwhelms us, it's the pace at which it arrives. Every second we spend immersed in our devices brings new headlines, memes, and opinions that demand our attention. We end up consuming news in bite-sized pieces, losing the depth of understanding that comes from reading a comprehensive article or a well-researched book. This barrage of stimuli has profound implications for our capacity to concentrate. Constant distractions fracture our attention, transforming our brains into multitasking machines that struggle to engage deeply with any single task. Studies show that switching between tasks not only consumes precious time, but also depletes our mental energy, leading to what some researchers describe as digital fatigue. As we flit from one notification to the next, our minds become conditioned to expect immediate gratification, making sustained focus seem like an uphill battle. Gone are the days when we could sit down with a book for hours, lost in a different universe. Now, even 5 uninterrupted minutes of reading feels like a luxury as our thoughts wander to half-finished tasks and incoming alerts. This madness isn't just an inconvenience. It has tangible effects on our mental health and productivity. The continuous distractions lead to increased stress and anxiety levels as our minds race to keep up with the flood of information. Moreover, we lose the ability to think critically and develop our own ideas when our brains are cluttered with external noise. One practical tip to reclaim your focus is to establish digital boundaries. Set specific times to check your emails and social media. Employ apps that limit distractions and create tech-free zones in your home. By deliberately crafting a quieter environment and controlling your information intake, you can strengthen your concentration and bring back the joy of deep, meaningful engagement with the world around you. The hidden cost of scattered attention. How misplaced focus leads to burnout and unfulfilled dreams. Scattered attention can creep into everyday life, draining emotional energy and leaving physical exhaustion in its wake. When your focus is divided among various tasks, projects, or even endless notifications, it creates a mental fog that clouds clarity and reduces efficiency. Suddenly, you find yourself unable to fully concentrate on any one thing, bouncing from task to task without ever completing them. This constant mental ping-pong results in feelings of frustration, anxiety, and ultimately burnout. You may feel like a hamster on a wheel, expending a tremendous amount of energy but going nowhere. Research indicates that this phenomenon does not just affect your mind. It also takes a toll on your body. Stress often manifests physically, leading to symptoms like headaches, insomnia, and a weakened immune system. The pervasive sense of overwhelm from scattered focus not only chips away at your well-being, but also clouds your ability to appreciate the present moment. This emotional upheaval feeds a vicious cycle, perpetuating a state of unrest and dissatisfaction that echoes through both your personal and professional life. When aspirations remain unfulfilled, frustration often sets in, creating a fertile ground for burnout to take root. You may have dreams of achieving a promotion, starting a side business, or nurturing a creative passion, yet the reality of fragmented focus makes these dreams feel unattainable. Each uncompleted task becomes a reminder of what you are not accomplishing, breeding a sense of inadequacy. This emotional baggage weighs heavily, transforming passion into pressure and excitement into dread. A profound disconnect arises when the life you lead does not align with the dreams you cherish. Even minor setbacks can feel monumental when your attention is scattered, making it easy to slip into a negative mindset. Instead of recognizing that achieving dreams often involves overcoming obstacles, the frustration grows deeper. Your dream might change over time, but if you don't keep your aim in sight, it becomes easy to lose motivation. Guarding against this erosion of enthusiasm is crucial because when burnout sneaks in, it not only dims your dreams, but can also lead to complete disengagement from the passions that once fueled your spark. To break this cycle, you can start by getting intentional about your focus. Establishing clear goals and dedicating time to pursue them without distractions can help cultivate a sense of accomplishment and motivation. Regularly assessing your aspirations and adjusting your focus can ensure that you remain engaged with your dreams, allowing you to move forward rather than becoming sidelined by scattered attention. It's about creating space for what truly matters, which in turn fosters both personal satisfaction and professional growth. A new direction. How mastering focus can transform not just your productivity, but your life purpose. Focus is more than just a skill. It acts as a compass that directs your life toward what truly matters. When you harness the power of focus, distractions fade into the background, giving you a clearer view of your ambitions and aspirations. Picture navigating through a dense fog. Without focus, it's like trying to find your way through a maze, unsure of which path leads to your desired destination. With the power of sharp focus, each decision becomes more intentional, filtering out the noise of everyday life that can divert you from your path. Mastering focus leads you to a profound understanding of your goals. It allows you to discern what is truly important, helping you align your daily actions with your life purpose. Imagine waking up each day not just to another routine, but with a purposeful intent guiding your every move. This clarity can be a game changer, turning aspirations into reality. When your focus is directed, it has a significant impact on both your personal and professional life. You start to notice opportunities that align with your newfound clarity and begin to cultivate relationships that resonate deeply with your values and aspirations. Your focus allows you to pursue not just mere productivity, but a more meaningful, impactful existence. Mastering your attention can usher in profound life changes. With enhanced focus, you no longer operate on autopilot. Your days become rich with intention, and each moment is infused with purpose. This shift transforms your relationships as well. You become more present, attentive, and engaged with others. As you cultivate this capacity, you may find that the people around you respond positively, leading to deeper connections and greater trust. Your overall well-being also stands to benefit. A sharpened focus reduces stress as you become better equipped at prioritizing tasks and eliminating the unnecessary. The chaotic whirlwind of distractions that once consumed your time gives way to a more peaceful, centered approach to life. Productivity soars, but more importantly, you begin to derive genuine satisfaction from your achievements. This newfound clarity spills over into other areas, enhancing your creativity and problem-solving skills. You may realize that your dreams are not as far-fetched as they once seemed. With focus, you regain control, transforming chaos into clarity, enabling you to lay the foundation for a life that aligns with your true purpose. To strengthen your focus, start each day with a few moments of mindfulness. Take time to set clear intentions. Write down your top 3 priorities and let them serve as your guide as you navigate through your day. By aligning your focus with what truly matters, you will not only boost your productivity, but also transform your approach to life itself. Chapter 1: The Psychology of Distraction. The evolutionary roots of attention. Why our brains are wired to notice everything. Our brains evolved in a world filled with potential threats and opportunities, which is why they are wired to pay attention to everything happening around us. This attentional instinct is rooted deeply in our evolutionary history, where the ability to notice a rustle in the bushes could mean the difference between life and death. Early humans developed an acute sense of awareness as a survival mechanism, allowing them to spot predators, forage for food, and navigate their environments effectively. The brain's attentional networks were fine-tuned to prioritize rapid responses to sensory information, ensuring that crucial details didn't slip through the cracks while our ancestors braved the wild. This instinctual focus on the immediate environment has been a double-edged sword. While hypervigilance enabled our ancestors to thrive amidst dangers, it also meant that they became easily distracted by anything unfamiliar. As a result, our modern brains still scan the surrounding world with the same intensity. However, in today's complex society, this instinct can lead to sensory overload. The constant barrage of digital information, from notifications to advertisements, taps into our primitive wiring, keeping us on alert and often overwhelmed. Our evolutionary heritage drives our need to be aware, but in an age where distractions come at us from all angles, it also complicates our ability to focus. The attentional instincts that served our ancestors so well have great value today, particularly in situations that demand quick thinking and adaptability. For instance, in the workplace, being alert to new information or sudden changes can enhance decision-making and innovation. Those who can pivot quickly and respond to emerging trends do well in fast-paced environments. The brain's ability to notice patterns and anomalies is key to creativity as well, allowing for unique connections that may not be immediately obvious to others. Cognitive overload. How too much input shuts down your ability to prioritize. Cognitive overload occurs when the amount of information we encounter exceeds our brain's capacity to process it. In a world saturated with data, from countless notifications on our phones to the endless stream of online content, making decisions can feel like trying to sip from a fire hydrant. The brain, faced with this deluge, struggles to filter out what's essential, leading to confusion, fatigue, and even a paralysis of choice. It's as if the brain throws its hands up in surrender, leaving us overwhelmed and paralyzed. Studies show that when faced with too many options, people are often less satisfied with their choices and tend to experience regret, underscoring how cognitive overload not only hinders decision-making, but can also lead to stress and anxiety. To mitigate cognitive overload, we can adopt several strategies that help streamline our thought processes and improve our ability to focus. One effective method is to limit input. This means taking control of our environments by turning off unnecessary notifications, unsubscribing from non-essential emails, or setting specific times to check social media. Establishing a designated space for deep work can help signal to our brains that it's time to concentrate. Another strategy involves breaking tasks into smaller, more manageable chunks. Tackle each piece one at a time, and give your brain a moment to breathe between tasks. Employing techniques such as the Pomodoro technique, where you work intensively for a set time and then take a short break, can boost focus and productivity. Additionally, prioritization plays a crucial role in preventing cognitive overload. Making lists, using visual aids like priority matrices, or simply focusing on one task that aligns closely with our goals can significantly enhance our decision-making capabilities. This structured approach allows for clearer thinking and a more directed flow of energy, reducing the chaos often induced by too much input. Remember, the next time you find yourself drowning in information, take a step back and reevaluate what truly matters to you. Sometimes less really is more. The myth of multitasking. Why doing more doesn't mean achieving more. Many people believe that multitasking is the key to getting more done in less time. This notion is so ingrained in our culture that we often wear our busy schedules like badges of honor. However, the truth reveals a different story. Engaging in multiple tasks simultaneously does not increase our productivity. In fact, it can lead to diminished performance and increased stress. Studies show that when we try to juggle several tasks at once, our brains become overloaded, causing our attention to split and our efficiency to plummet. The simple act of shifting focus from one task to another takes time and mental energy, often resulting in mistakes and a feeling of frustration. Moreover, when we multitask, we may feel busy, but busy does not always mean productive. Think about it. How often have you sent an email while on a conference call or tried to compose a document while scrolling on social media? These behaviors create a false sense of accomplishment. In reality, we are merely skimming the surface of each task rather than fully engaging with any of them. This behavior reinforces the myth that handling multiple tasks simultaneously is productive, while in reality, it often leads to mediocrity. The evidence supporting single tasking is compelling. When we focus on one project at a time, we find ourselves not only completing tasks more efficiently, but also producing higher quality work. Single tasking allows us to immerse ourselves in our work, enabling deeper concentration and creativity. This concentrated effort can lead to better problem solving and enhanced decision making. For instance, studies show that writers, artists, and developers often find their flow and inspiration when they remove distractions and focus solely on their craft. Additionally, embracing single tasking can significantly reduce stress. When we approach our work methodically, we are less likely to feel overwhelmed by competing demands. Prioritizing one task also allows us to allocate our mental resources appropriately, which helps us maintain a clear mind and promotes overall well-being. So, the next time you catch yourself trying to do multiple things at once, consider how you can channel that energy into one focused endeavor. By dedicating uninterrupted time to a single task, you may discover not only a greater sense of accomplishment, but also a renewed passion for what you do. To enhance your productivity, try setting aside specific blocks of time to work on individual tasks. Use techniques like the Pomodoro technique, where you work intensely for 25 minutes, followed by a 5-minute break. This method encourages focus and makes daunting tasks feel more manageable, ultimately leading to a sense of achievement and reduced stress. Chapter 2. Identifying your noise. Internal versus external noise. How mental clutter can be just as harmful as external distractions. Internal noise refers to the mental chatter that constantly fills our heads, often in the form of worries, self-doubt, or an overflowing to-do list. This internal dialogue can be just as disruptive as any loud sound around us. Imagine trying to concentrate while a nagging thought insists you're behind schedule or questioning your capabilities. Such distractions are insidious. They creep into our thoughts and can derail us just when we need to focus. The detrimental effects of internal noise manifest in decreased productivity, increased anxiety, and overall dissatisfaction with our work or commitments. It's a fight against ourselves as our minds swing from one thought to another, making it challenging to maintain clarity and achieve our goals. External distractions come from the world around us, often taking shape as loud conversations, notifications from our devices, or even a cluttered workspace. These elements grab our attention and pull us away from the task at hand. However, their impact is often magnified by our internal mental state. If we are already frazzled by internal noise, each external distraction feels like a major disruption. The interplay between external stimuli and our mental clutter can create a vicious cycle. External distractions feed internal noise, which in turn makes us more susceptible to these distractions. For example, an overly loud environment can heighten our stress, leading us to ruminate over the noises rather than focusing on our work. Being aware of both internal and external noise is essential for enhancing focus and overall well-being. A practical tip to manage this cacophony is to create dedicated quiet spaces for yourself, both physically and mentally. Find a solitary corner for work and establish routines to clear your mind before diving into tasks. Techniques such as deep breathing, short meditative practices, or even a simple walk can help calm your internal dialogue, allowing you to confront external distractions more effectively. By taking control of your mental state, you can transform distractions into mere background noise, empowering you to harness your full potential. The hidden culprits: social media, toxic relationships, and unhealthy habits. Social media serves as a modern-day double-edged sword. On one hand, it provides an avenue for connection and inspiration, but on the other, it creates a cacophony of noise that often drowns out our own thoughts. Scrolling through feeds filled with curated posts, perfect lives, and non-stop notifications can lead to an overwhelming sense of distraction. This digital landscape begs for our attention, yet rarely offers anything truly nourishing in return. You might start your day aiming for productivity, but just a few minutes on social media can spiral into an hour of mindless scrolling. Those notifications lure us away from meaningful tasks, replacing deep engagement with superficial interactions. This constant pull for your focus fragments your attention and dilutes your ability to concentrate, which is vital for achieving personal and professional goals. As we navigate through life, we often overlook the subtle toxicity that can lurk in our relationships and habits. Some friendships, while seemingly harmless, might actually sap our energy and self-worth. They may consist of consistent criticism, competitive banter, or a draining need for validation. Recognizing these toxic dynamics can be tricky because they often masquerade as normal interactions or playful teasing. Over time, being in such relationships can erode our confidence and create a constant buzz of self-doubt that lingers in the background. Similarly, unhealthy habits such as procrastination, excessive screen time, or even binge eating can weave their way into our daily routines without drawing much attention. Initially, these habits may seem like harmless comforts or coping mechanisms, but before long, they can take a toll on our mental and physical well-being, trapping us in cycles of guilt and dissatisfaction. To counteract these hidden culprits, it's important to cultivate awareness and set boundaries. Take a moment to evaluate who you surround yourself with and the digital content you consume. Are these relationships and habits nurturing or draining? Consider introducing digital detox periods where you unplug from social media, allowing your brain to reset and focus on what truly matters. Establishing a mindfulness routine might also help in recognizing toxic dynamics, whether in friendships or personal habits. By making intentional choices about where you invest your time and energy, you pave the way for a more fulfilling and balanced life. Exercise. Create your distraction inventory. What's stealing your focus? Assessing your distractions begins with awareness. Look around your environment and take note of everything that pulls your attention away from your tasks. Is it the buzzing of your phone, the chatter of coworkers, or perhaps the tempting call of online shopping? Give yourself permission to observe without judgment. This isn't about criticizing your choices. It's about uncovering the habits that derail your focus. Remind yourself that distractions can be physical, like clutter in your workspace, or digital, like an endless stream of notifications. Jot down as many distractions as you can think of. This act of listing helps you to acknowledge them rather than ignoring their presence. Now, it's time for some self-reflection. Dive deeper into your list and ask yourself, which distractions are the most damaging? Do certain social media platforms hijack your time without you even realizing? Think about the activities you willingly engage in that sap your mental energy. Is binge watching a series a cozy retreat or a procrastination trap? Consider how you feel after engaging with these distractions. Do they leave you refreshed or drained? This process may reveal surprising truths about your habits. Recognizing these patterns is the first step toward taking control of your focus and productivity. Remember, the goal isn't to eliminate all distractions. Some can provide much-needed breaks, but to become aware of what truly serves you and what doesn't. To create an effective distraction inventory, consider setting aside a periodic time each day, perhaps during a break or after work, to reflect on what diverted your focus. Make it a game to spot distractions as they happen. Over time, tracking these moments will allow you to spotlight your triggers and develop strategies to overcome them. Try to visualize your productivity as a tightly woven fabric. Each distraction is a snag that weakens the threads. By addressing these snags, you'll strengthen the fabric of your focus, leading to a more fulfilling and efficient day. Remember, knowing what distracts you can empower you to craft a more intentional and focused routine. Chapter 3. The FOMO Trap. Fear of missing out. How the constant need for updates keeps you stuck. FOMO, or the fear of missing out, is not just a catchy acronym. It's a modern psychological phenomenon that grips many individuals in today's digitally saturated world. Rooted in the concept of social comparison, FOMO arises when people believe that others are engaging in more exciting or rewarding experiences. With social media constantly presenting a curated view of other people's lives, it's easy to feel like you're falling behind. The notifications, updates, and likes create a relentless cycle of anxiety and desire that can convince you that if you aren't plugged in, you're not truly living. This feeling isn't merely about missed social gatherings or events. It's much deeper, entwining itself into our perception of success, happiness, and self-worth. As every scroll of the feed highlights someone else's sunrise yoga or gourmet brunch, it can morph into a nagging sense that your own life is insufficiently thrilling. The impact of FOMO on your focus and decision-making can be profound. When your mind is perpetually distracted by the allure of what others may be doing, it becomes increasingly challenging to concentrate on what truly matters to you. FOMO invites procrastination, where the fear of missing something more alluring leads to hesitance. Instead of confidently committing to an opportunity or enjoying moments as they unfold, your mind may dart to what you could potentially be missing. This constant juggling act can incapacitate your decision-making ability, often leading you to chase experiences based on popularity rather than personal significance. Rather than prioritizing your values and goals, you find yourself caught in a web of societal expectations and digital affirmations. To mitigate the grip of FOMO, it can be beneficial to establish boundaries around technology and social media. Designate specific times for checking updates, allowing yourself to engage without overwhelming anxiety about what you might be missing in real time. Additionally, consider curating your online spaces to follow accounts that inspire or motivate rather than contribute to feelings of inadequacy. By prioritizing your individual experiences, embracing spontaneity, and recognizing that life is not a competition, you can reclaim your focus and energy. Ultimately, understanding FOMO and its affects invites a crucial realization. The most meaningful experiences often unfold when we are fully present in our own lives, rather than fleetingly gazing into the lives of others. Life is like a garden. You can't grow everything at once. Utilizing the garden analogy to teach focus and prioritization leads to a richer understanding of our ambitions. Just like a gardener chooses specific plants to cultivate, we must decide which goals deserve our attention and resources. When you scatter seeds all over your garden, chances are, not all of them will thrive. Some may struggle for sunlight or nutrients, while others may be overshadowed entirely. Similarly, when we spread ourselves too thin, our efforts become diluted. It's essential to prioritize the projects, dreams, and aspirations that resonate most with us. Focusing on fewer objectives allows us to nurture those seeds, water them, provide sunlight, and shield them from pests. This concentrated effort gives us the best chance of success, turning our aspirations into tangible achievements. Highlighting the importance of nurturing specific goals over spreading yourself too thin adds another layer to this analogy. Each goal requires care and attention, just like each plant needs its own unique conditions to grow. For instance, tomatoes thrive in warm environments, while other plants may prefer cooler climates. Understanding the specific needs of your goals is crucial. When you spread your focus across many goals, it's akin to trying to grow a jungle in your backyard without the proper planning. Your energy is dispersed, and the outcomes are often underwhelming. Instead, by pouring your energy into a small number of carefully chosen goals, you create a nourishing environment where those aspirations can flourish. This investment of time and passion results in deeper growth and satisfaction, as you witness the transformation of one idea into a blossoming accomplishment. As you navigate your own garden of life, consider cultivating one or two primary goals at a time. This doesn't mean abandoning all other aspirations, but rather allowing yourself the grace to focus. A practical tip is to create a goal garden. List out your dreams, then choose a few to plant at the forefront, dedicating your resources to them. Monitor their growth, adjust your care strategies, and witness the fruits of your labor. Over time, once those established goals reach maturity, you can open the gate to plant new seeds, ensuring that each new ambition has the best chance to thrive within the fertile soil of your dedicated attention. A shift in mindset, moving from FOMO to JOMO, joy of missing out. The term FOMO, or fear of missing out, has woven itself into our daily language, encapsulating that nagging anxiety we feel when we fear that others are experiencing something exciting without us. This sense of urgency often leads to overcommitting, constantly checking our phones, and struggling to find satisfaction in our choices. However, a refreshing alternative is emerging, JOMO, or the joy of missing out. Embracing JOMO means stepping away from the frantic chase of life's latest happenings and realizing that missing out on certain events can actually lead to a richer, more fulfilling existence. It invites us to celebrate the moments when we choose to focus on what truly matters to us, whether that be a quiet night at home with a good book or a chance to enjoy our own company. JOMO encourages mindfulness and gratitude, allowing us to savor the beauty of simplicity rather than succumbing to the pressure of participation. To fully embrace this joy, consider incorporating a few techniques into your life. Start by practicing mindfulness. Take a moment each day to reflect on your current happiness and what you truly enjoy. This can help clarify your preferences and make it easier to step back from social obligations that drain your energy. Set boundaries with technology by designating specific times to check social media or email. This might feel difficult at first, as the urge to scroll and compare can be overwhelming, but giving yourself permission to unplug frees you to engage authentically in your own life. Another helpful strategy is to find joy in solo activities. Whether it's cooking a new recipe, enjoying an art project, or simply taking a walk in nature, these moments allow you to reconnect with your inner self and discover what you genuinely enjoy outside of external validation. Practicing JOMO transforms our view of social interactions and needs. Instead of feeling pressured to say yes to every invitation, reevaluating your priorities allows you to create space for things that bring personal fulfillment. Celebrate your choices rather than compare them to the profiles of others. Next time an invitation arises, assess whether it aligns with your desires and energy levels instead of defaulting to a yes. Fostering this mindset can significantly enhance your well-being, with less stress and more joy in the experiences you do choose to pursue. Recognizing the freedom in missing out is a powerful tool. It gives you permission to step back from the distractions and focus on what truly enriches your life. Chapter 4. The Power of Purpose. Defining your why. Why clarity of purpose is the ultimate focus tool. Understanding your core motivations begins with a journey deep into the self. It requires peeling back the layers of your experiences, values, and desires that shape who you are. Reflection is a powerful tool here. Moments of quiet introspection can lead to profound realizations. When you take time to ask yourself what truly excites you, what grinds your gears, or what brings you joy, you begin to unearth the reasons behind your choices. Do you find fulfillment in helping others? Do you thrive on creativity or the thrill of completing a challenging task? These insights become the raw materials from which your why is forged. Self-exploration can be uncomfortable. It forces you to confront aspects of yourself you might prefer to ignore. Yet, this discomfort is where growth occurs. Keep a journal to track your feelings and thoughts. Write without censorship. Let your pen flow freely. As thoughts materialize on the page, connections will form, leading you closer to your intrinsic motivations. This at times messy process reveals your passions and guides you toward clarity of purpose, which can ultimately drive your actions more meaningfully. Once your why is illuminated, a remarkable shift occurs in your ability to focus. Imagine transforming the chaotic landscape of distractions into a clear road with a specific destination. When your purpose is defined, it becomes an anchor amidst the storm of daily challenges. Your goals align with your deeper motivations, turning mundane tasks into stepping stones on the path that matters most to you. With a defined purpose, even the most tedious responsibilities gain significance. They are now building blocks towards reaching your vision. This newfound clarity not only enhances focus, but also significantly boosts your sense of fulfillment. You wake up each day driven by a compelling reason to engage with life, which can lead to increased productivity and satisfaction. The energy you once spent on procrastination and indecision gets redirected to meaningful pursuits. By continually reminding yourself of your core motivations, you cultivate a mindset of resilience. You can tackle obstacles with determination, knowing that each challenge is part of a larger journey. Therefore, ensure your environment reflects your purpose, filling it with symbols and reminders that inspire you to stay on track. Find ways to celebrate your progress, no matter how small, recognizing that each step is significant in the grand tapestry of your life. Ultimately, the key to harnessing the power of your purpose is to revisit it frequently. Like an artist perfecting their craft, regularly assessing and refining your why can lead to richer experiences and deeper fulfillments. Stories of great achievers. How alignment with purpose shaped their success. Many individuals rise to great heights not merely because of innate talent, but due to a powerful alignment with their purpose. Consider the story of Oprah Winfrey, who transformed her early struggles into a profound platform for empowerment through media and philanthropy. Her drive to bridge gaps and provide a voice to the voiceless illuminates how a clear sense of purpose can propel someone through adversity to unprecedented success. Another compelling narrative is that of Elon Musk, whose relentless pursuit of innovation almost seems preordained. His mission to push humanity towards a multi-planetary existence shapes every venture he undertakes, from electric vehicles to space travel. These stories showcase that when achievements align with a person's deeper motivations, the results can be phenomenal and far-reaching. Lessons from these journeys reveal invaluable insights about the essence of purpose. Oprah's dedication to her mission teaches us that vulnerability can be a powerful tool. She embraced her past, realizing it equipped her with empathy and resilience. Elon Musk illustrates that calculated risk-taking, grounded in a broader vision, can pave the way for groundbreaking progress. The commitment to a clearly defined purpose fosters a sense of direction that keeps one focused amid distractions and setbacks. Moreover, both figures remind us that success is rarely an isolated endeavor. Collaboration and community engagement often play an integral role in amplifying one's impact. As we contemplate the transformative journeys of these achievers, it becomes clear that understanding and pursuing one's purpose is fundamental. This insight invites us to reflect on our ambitions and aspirations. When striving for greatness, take a moment to connect with what truly drives you. Aligning efforts with a personal mission not only enhances motivation, but also paves the way for a fulfilling journey towards success. Fostering this connection with your purpose may well be the most life-changing step you could take. Exercise, the three-step process to discover what truly matters to you. Understanding your purpose can sometimes feel like trying to find your shoes in a chaotic closet. The first step is to get organized. Begin this journey by carving out quiet time for yourself to think. This isn't about meditating on a mountaintop, but rather finding a comfortable spot where distractions are minimal. With a notebook or device, jot down anything that comes to mind about what you truly want from life. Don't hesitate or self-edit. Let all thoughts flow freely. You might find themes emerging, like creativity, family, or adventure. These fragments are the seeds to clarity. Once you have a list, look for patterns. Identifying common threads will lead you closer to the most meaningful aspects of your life. Now let's dive into the actionable part, where insights transform into defined personal values. It's time to prioritize what you uncovered. Take that list and begin categorizing your thoughts into a hierarchy. Decide what resonates most deeply with you. What could you not live without? Adopting a ranking system can help crystallize your core values. Maybe you value relationships over material success, or perhaps helping others fulfills you more than receiving recognition. Challenge yourself to be honest. It can be enlightening. This step is essential because identifying and articulating your values enables you to steer your life in a direction that feels authentic to you. You'll begin to see how these values can shape decisions, set goals, and navigate the shifts and turns of your journey. Chapter 5: The Minimalist Mindset. Less is more: how simplification amplifies impact. Minimalist living revolves around the idea that less clutter and more intentional choices lead to a fulfilling life. This principle encourages us to strip away the unnecessary, be it possessions, commitments, or even digital distractions, to make space for what truly matters. Imagine a room filled with so many items that it becomes harder to find the things you love. Now picture a space that reflects only your favorite pieces, allowing those items to shine and telling your story. The focus benefits of minimalist living extend beyond aesthetics. They reach deep into our mental and emotional well-being. With fewer obligations weighing us down, we experience reduced stress and enhanced clarity. Minimalism fosters mindfulness, encouraging us to appreciate each moment and each possession. The more we simplify, the more we recognize the value in quality over quantity. Real-life examples abound, showcasing how simplification can lead to remarkable success. Consider companies like Apple, where design simplicity becomes a hallmark of their products. By stripping back features to focus on user experience, they've built an empire that resonates with millions globally. On a personal front, think about the life of famous author and entrepreneur Tim Ferriss. He advocates for a 4-hour workweek, promoting the idea that effectiveness trumps effort. Ferriss simplifies his life by outsourcing tasks that do not require his direct input, thus giving himself more time to pursue creative projects. These examples demonstrate that a simplified approach doesn't just declutter our lives, it amplifies our impact, allowing our core strengths to shine. Practicality is the name of the game when venturing into simplification. Start small by decluttering one area of your life, your workspace, wardrobe, or even your calendar. Create criteria for what stays and what goes, focusing on utility, joy, and purpose. As you see the benefits unfold in your space and mindset, you might find yourself inspired to tackle other areas. Each small change contributes to a larger movement towards a life that prioritizes what brings you joy. Less truly can be more when each item and commitment has significance, making space for what fuels your passion. The Pareto Principle, focusing on the 20% that delivers 80% of results. The Pareto Principle, often expressed as the 80-20 rule, suggests that roughly 80% of effects come from 20% of causes. This insight, attributed to the Italian economist Vilfredo Pareto, is not just a mathematical curiosity. It's a powerful lens through which to view productivity and focus. Imagine having the ability to identify and concentrate your efforts on that vital 20%, the tasks, relationships, or projects that yield the greatest results. Doing so empowers you to work smarter, not harder. Instead of being bogged down by endless to-do lists or trivial tasks, you can channel your energy into what truly matters. This principle challenges conventional approaches where equal effort is given to everything, illuminating how a selective focus can revolutionize your productivity and effectiveness. Applying the Pareto Principle can be transformational in various aspects of life. Consider your professional career. Often, a few critical projects or client relationships drive the majority of your success. Sorting through your tasks to identify which ones generate the most value enables you to prioritize more effectively. In personal life, the principle can also work wonders. Perhaps 20% of your social circle brings you the most joy and support, underscoring the idea that quality trumps quantity. Recognizing and nurturing these essential connections can profoundly enhance your happiness and fulfillment. By dissecting various elements of your daily routine, whether it's time at work, social commitments, or even household chores, you'll find a path to a more intentional and gratifying existence. Implementing the Pareto Principle can transform not just personal ambitions, but also daily responsibilities. Take household chores, for instance. A small fraction of tasks like doing the dishes or laundry may consume a significant amount of your time. By organizing these chores efficiently or delegating them, perhaps enlisting family members to take on the less enjoyable tasks, you can free up countless hours for pursuits that enrich your life. This principle invites you to engage in meaningful quality time instead of becoming ensnared in monotonous routines. When looking to maximize learning, the Pareto Principle shines clearly. Whether studying for exams or acquiring new skills, recognizing the core concepts or techniques that yield the most immediate understanding can drastically reduce your learning curve. It allows you to focus on what really matters, ensuring that your studying or skill acquisition is not just efficient, but also deeply effective. In a world where distractions vie for our attention constantly, harnessing the power of the 80-20 rule is essential for anyone seeking balance and efficiency. As you navigate through various domains of your life, consistently evaluate what truly brings you value. Ask yourself, what 20% of my efforts is giving me 80% of my results? This approach can serve as a compass, guiding you toward a more fulfilling and productive way of living. By consciously choosing how to direct your focus, you can cultivate a life that reflects not only your passions, but also your highest potential. A corporate leader who transformed their business by cutting out unnecessary projects. In the bustling corporate world, where complexity often reigns supreme, one leader, Maya Chong, boldly chose the path of minimalism. Faced with a sea of initiatives that drained resources and diverted focus, she took a hard look at her company's portfolio. Projects were being conceived like rabbits. They multiplied without much thought. Meetings were endless, agendas cluttered, and the essence of the company began to fade. It was not just about being busy. It was about being busy with the right things. After an eye-opening retreat with her executive team, Maya decided it was time to strip things down. This transformative journey was not just about decluttering projects. It was about reshaping the entire corporate ethos. Instead of launching every new idea that came her way, she implemented a strict vetting process. Only projects with the highest potential for value creation were allowed to survive. Every decision was backed with data and aligned with the company's core mission. This shift wasn't easy. There were moments of resistance, late-night debates, and the discomfort that comes with change. However, with each project cut, clarity emerged. Focus sharpened, and a newfound agility gripped the organization. The results of this focused approach were revelatory. Productivity surged as employees directed their energy toward fewer, but more meaningful tasks. Teams once overwhelmed by divergent projects now collaborated seamlessly, leveraging their collective strengths. Maya noticed that the culture within the company blossomed. Employees felt empowered knowing that their work directly contributed to essential goals. Innovation flourished where it mattered most, leading to breakthrough ideas. Perhaps the biggest lesson learned was that less truly can be more. Emphasizing quality over quantity became a mantra that resonated deep within the organization. Maya also discovered the importance of regular reflection. The practice of assessing ongoing projects clarified alignment with strategic objectives, ensuring that the company didn't stray back into the maze of unnecessary initiatives. An unexpected byproduct of this journey was enhanced customer satisfaction. Clients noticed the company's renewed focus, receiving improved products and services that genuinely addressed their needs. This clarity not only made the company more competitive, but fostered strong, lasting relationships with its clientele, proving that a focus on the essential builds loyalty. This experience serves as a powerful reminder for anyone in business. Prioritize what truly matters, and don't be afraid to trim the fat. Ask yourself regularly if every project aligns with your ultimate goals. A clear vision coupled with purposeful actions can lead to remarkable transformation. Remember, sometimes it takes less for you to achieve more. Chapter 6: Values-Driven Living. Aligning your actions with your core values. Values are the invisible forces guiding our everyday decisions and shaping our lives. When our actions align with our core values, it ignites a flame of focus and fulfillment that can illuminate even the darkest paths. Think of values as the threads woven into the fabric of your being. When everything is stitched together seamlessly, life becomes vibrant and purposeful. Misalignment, on the other hand, acts as a heavy anchor, dragging us down into a sea of confusion and dissatisfaction. Being clear about what you value most allows you to prioritize your actions, make conscious choices, and direct your energy toward what genuinely matters to you. By reflecting on your values, whether they are integrity, compassion, achievement, or creativity, you set a foundation for a life that resonates on a deeper level. The harmony between your values and actions fosters clarity, reduces stress, and enhances your overall well-being. Real-life transformations often spring from moments when individuals chose to honor their core values amidst life's chaos. Consider a mid-level corporate employee who spent years climbing the corporate ladder but realized that the competitions and relentless pressure drained their spirit. By embracing their core value of creativity, they pivoted towards a career in graphic design, an area they had always been passionate about but never pursued. The transition wasn't without its challenges, but the newfound joy in their work was palpable. They felt energized, engaged, and fulfilled in ways they had never imagined possible. Stories abound of individuals who opted for alignment over comfort, choosing paths that vibrate in tune with their deepest beliefs. These values-driven choices can lead to unexpected opportunities, rewarding careers, and even enriched personal relationships. It's a dare to be different, a call to authenticity that transforms not only individual lives, but also the communities and environments we inhabit. To begin the journey towards values alignment, take a moment to identify your core values. List them out, and then observe how your daily activities reflect, or fail to reflect, those values. Are you spending time on things that light you up, or are you merely going through the motions? Even small shifts can create a ripple effect. If family is a core value, for instance, consider reevaluating how you allocate your time. Setting aside family dinners or game nights could realign your relationships. The key is to remain curious and flexible as life unfolds. Each step taken in the direction of your values is a step towards greater fulfillment and clarity. Remember, there's power in choice. When you make choices based on your values, each decision becomes a building block toward a more authentic existence. Embrace it. Your future self will be grateful. Exercise, the value filter test for decision-making. Values are the invisible compass guiding our decisions every day. Whether it's the choice of career, relationships, or how we spend our weekends, our core values shape these decisions in profound ways. To help assess whether our choices align with what we truly value in life, the value filter test offers a simple yet powerful exercise. Imagine standing at a crossroads where you must pick a path. A job promotion that means more money but also more stress, or a job that fulfills your passion but pays less. By applying the value filter, you can clarify your priorities, distinguishing between what you feel you should do and what truly resonates with your inner self. Begin by identifying 3 to 5 core values. These could be integrity, freedom, love, or adventure. Anytime you're faced with a decision, envision how each option fits within your identified values. Will a certain choice add to your life or drain it of what matters most? This exercise doesn't just streamline your decision-making process. It adds a layer of thoughtful engagement that can lead to more authentic and fulfilling choices. Aligning decisions with core values isn't merely a one-time exercise. It's a lifelong habit that can enrich your journey. A powerful way to do this is by employing various tools like journaling or vision boards. Writing about your values can help solidify them in your mind and make them more tangible. Consider dedicating a few minutes every day to explore what your values mean to you and how they manifest in your daily life. For instance, if you value adventure but find yourself in a routine, jot down ways to infuse spontaneity into your days. Alternatively, vision boards can serve as visual reminders of your values, painting your goals and aspirations vividly. Another engaging method is to have discussions with friends or family about what you all value. Such conversations can unearth insights that guide your decisions and help establish a supportive community around your value-driven choices. Remember, each time you prioritize your decisions through the lens of your values, you're not just making choices, you're crafting a life that reflects who you truly are. Incorporating the value filter test into your decision-making toolkit is about much more than picking the right path. It's about paving roads that resonate deeply with your essence. So the next time you face a significant choice, take a moment to pause, filter your options through your values, and allow that clarity to steer you. It might not only lead you to the right decision, but also make the journey more meaningful. Your values as the foundation of a lighthouse, guiding your focus through storms. A lighthouse stands tall on rocky shores, its beam cutting through darkness and fog, guiding sailors safely home. Much like that steadfast structure, your values serve as a beacon, illuminating your path amid the raging storms of life. When waves of uncertainty crash around you, it is your core beliefs that provide direction, helping you navigate through chaos. Just as lighthouses vary in design and purpose, so too do individual values. Some may prioritize honesty and integrity, while others may focus on compassion or innovation. Regardless of what they are, these principles act as your navigation system, reminding you of where to head even when you feel lost. Your values are not mere guidelines. They are the compass that influences your decisions, shapes your actions, and molds your relationships. Reflecting on what truly matters to you isn't just a ponderous exercise, it's an empowering one. Ask yourself what lights up your spirit, what compels you to get out of bed each morning, and what gives you a sense of purpose. These reflections will unveil the sturdy foundations upon which you can build a life of meaning and fulfillment. By anchoring your choices around your core values, you create a personal lighthouse that helps you weather any storm, ensuring that no matter how fierce the winds blow, you remain steadfast and true to yourself. Harness these introspections, and remember, when the world tries to throw you off course, turning inward to your values will keep you aligned with your authentic self. A practical tip to help you navigate this reflection process is to take a moment to jot down your top 5 core values. This simple exercise can clarify what truly matters to you and serve as a guidepost in times of uncertainty. Keep this list visible, perhaps on your mirror or in your planner, as a daily reminder of your guiding principles. By doing so, you create a tangible lighthouse that can steer you back on course whenever life's tempests attempt to lead you astray. Chapter 7: Digital Detox for Mental Clarity. The Science of Screen Addiction. Why notifications hijack your brain. Frequent digital notifications have a significant impact on cognitive function. Every ping and buzz creates a ripple effect in our brain, diverting our attention and disrupting our concentration. Research shows that when we receive these notifications, our brains release dopamine, a neurotransmitter associated with pleasure and reward. This mini burst of excitement trains us to seek out more notifications, leading to a cycle of distraction. Besides lowering our ability to focus deeply on tasks, constant interruptions from our devices impair our short-term memory and diminish our ability to retain information. Consequently, tasks that once seemed manageable transform into uphill battles as we struggle to reclaim our scattered attention. The psychological aspects of screen addiction paint an equally compelling picture. The allure of our screens taps into fundamental human desires: connection, validation, and the fear of missing out. Notifications act like tiny sirens, coaxing us away from our current activities with whispers of social approval or intriguing news updates. Over time, this habitual checking creates a sense of dependency. Our brains become wired to expect instant gratification, making it difficult to resist the urge to peek at our devices even during moments of introspection or leisure. This unhealthy relationship with technology can lead to anxiety and feelings of isolation, further entrenching our need for screens. In essence, our digital environments have morphed into a parallel world where social interactions feel tangible yet fleeting, ultimately compromising our real-life connections. Engaging with the digital world is not inherently bad, but moderation is crucial. One practical tip for regaining control is to set specific times during the day to check for notifications rather than allowing them to dictate your attention. By creating boundaries, you can mitigate the detrimental effects of constant interruptions and nurture your cognitive functions, allowing you to reclaim your time and focus your energy where it truly matters. Practical steps for reducing digital noise. Minimizing screen time and distractions in our digital-driven world requires a strategic approach. One effective tactic is to set specific times for checking emails and social media. Instead of letting notifications dictate your day, consider allocating chunks of time where you can fully engage with these platforms without interruptions. For instance, you might decide to check your messages only 3 times a day, once in the morning, once during lunch, and once in the evening. By creating these boundaries, you not only reduce distractions, but also give yourself a chance to immerse in your actual activities. Additionally, turning off non-essential notifications can be a game changer. When your phone isn't constantly buzzing or lighting up, you can focus more on the present moment, whether that's finishing a work project, spending time with friends, or simply enjoying a quiet cup of coffee. Creating a balanced approach to digital engagement is crucial. It's about thinking quality over quantity when it comes to our digital interactions. Choose platforms and content that genuinely enrich your life instead of artlessly scrolling through feeds. Engage in activities that move beyond passive consumption, like participating in online discussions that spark your interest or joining virtual groups focused on your hobbies. Be intentional about the content you consume. Opting for educational podcasts or thought-provoking articles instead of endless cat videos can not only enhance your knowledge, but also bring in more value to your daily life. It's equally important to carve out tech-free time zones in your daily routines. Establish moments where you completely disengage from screens, allowing your mind to wander, reflect, or simply breathe without the buzz of the digital world. Experiment with your digital environment and see what resonates best with you. For instance, try placing your devices in another room during family dinners or read a book instead of scrolling through social media right before bed. Small adjustments can lead to significant shifts in your mental landscape, paving the way for a healthier, more engaging relationship with technology. Remember, the aim isn't just to reduce screen time, but to enrich your presence in both the online and offline worlds. A writer who rediscovered creativity after disconnecting from social media. Once upon a time, there was a writer named Alex who had a love-hate relationship with social media. Like many, Alex found solace in the likes, comments, and instant feedback that these platforms offered. However, the constant notifications began to drown out the whisperings of inspiration. Daily distractions turned into a cacophony, hindering creative flow. After months of struggling to find focus, Alex decided enough was enough. With a deep breath and a slight tremor of apprehension, Alex unplugged from the vast digital world, trading virtual interactions for the sounds of nature, the rustling of pages, and the whispers of thoughts waiting to be born on paper. In the days following this digital detox, something remarkable occurred. The fog that clouded Alex's mind began to lift, revealing a landscape ripe with ideas and creativity. The blank page that once felt intimidating transformed into a canvas overflowing with possibilities. The initial days were challenging as the habit of checking notifications still lingered, but gradually, these urges faded. Instead of scrolling through curated feeds, Alex spent time observing the world, jotting down fleeting thoughts and vibrant observations. This reconnection with reality sparked scenes and characters that had been stifled for too long, reviving a passion for storytelling that had lain dormant. Alex not only rediscovered an authentic voice, but also learned to embrace imperfection, allowing ideas to flow freely without the fear of judgment. As creativity flourished, so did the writer's perspective on success and validation. The focus shifted from numbers and metrics to the joy of creating and sharing stories that resonated with authenticity. With every word penned, Alex felt empowered, reclaiming not only creativity but also a sense of purpose. The digital detox became more than just a break, it was an awakening. Amidst the clamor of life, Alex realized that sometimes the most profound ideas emerge when one dares to unplug. Consider a break from social media, even for a short while. Engage with the world around you, and you might just find the essence of your creativity waiting to be rediscovered. Chapter 8: Setting Boundaries That Stick. Learning to say no. Why protecting your time is an act of self-respect. Setting boundaries is not just a luxury, it's a necessity for maintaining mental health. When you constantly say yes to requests, no matter how small, you can find yourself overwhelmed, drained, and questioning your own priorities. This endless cycle of agreement can lead to stress and burnout. By defining your limits, you create a protective barrier that allows you to safeguard your time and energy. It's essential to recognize that your mental health is directly impacted by the demands placed on your time. Each yes should genuinely align with your values and goals, otherwise it risks chipping away at your well-being. Learning to articulate and uphold your boundaries not only elevates your self-esteem, but also fosters healthier relationships where mutual respect flourishes. Empowering yourself with the skill of saying no is an invaluable asset. It is a powerful statement of self-respect that communicates your values. Saying no doesn't need to revolve around excuses or apologies. It can be a firm but courteous declaration of your priorities. Imagine standing at a crossroads where someone asks for your time. Visualize how saying no can clear the path for more fulfilling opportunities that speak to your passions and aspirations. Practice makes perfect, and the more you exercise this skill, the easier it becomes. You'll soon discover that the world doesn't end when you decline an invitation or pass on an extra project. In fact, it opens up space for your own pursuits and interests to thrive without the burden of overcommitment. Embracing the art of saying no not only benefits your mental health, but also sets a precedent for others. When you clearly articulate your limitations, you teach those around you to respect their time and boundaries too. This ripple effect can lead to a culture of mutual understanding where everyone feels empowered to protect their own time. Remember, saying no is not a sign of weakness but of strength. It reflects your self-awareness and desire to live authentically. Next time you find yourself hesitating, pause and consider what saying yes might cost you. A helpful tip: try framing your response with honesty and confidence. Instead of giving an elaborate excuse, a simple, "I appreciate the offer, but I need to focus on my priorities right now," can do wonders in asserting your boundaries. The 4 kinds of boundaries: time, energy, space, and emotional. Boundaries can be thought of as invisible lines that protect our well-being. Understanding the 4 main types, time, energy, space, and emotional, can significantly impact our daily lives. Time boundaries relate to how we allocate and protect our hours. Many find themselves overcommitting, struggling to say no, and ultimately sacrificing personal time. Establishing a clear sense of when work ends and personal time begins can help cultivate a more balanced existence. Energy boundaries involve recognizing where and with whom our energy flows. Being around draining individuals can sap our motivation, while positive influences can invigorate us. This recognition allows us to choose our interactions more deliberately. Space boundaries center on our physical environment. A cluttered workspace can lead to a cluttered mind. Having a designated space for work and relaxation can enhance our focus and creativity. Finally, emotional boundaries involve how we manage our feelings and the feelings of others. It's essential to differentiate our emotions from those around us. Taking on too much emotional baggage can lead to burnout and stress. Each boundary contributes uniquely to our overall focus, acting as a foundation for a clearer, more productive mind. When we honor our time boundaries, we prioritize tasks that matter, allowing for deeper engagement and effort. Likewise, energy boundaries channel our focus toward uplifting experiences and relationships, fostering an environment where creativity can thrive. Space boundaries help eliminate distractions that often fragment our attention. A well-organized environment can lead to richer concentration, while an overwhelming one can scatter our thoughts. Emotional boundaries boost mental clarity by ensuring we don't absorb excess negativity from our surroundings. Establishing these boundaries doesn't just center our focus. It enhances our capacity to be present, engaged, and constructive in all areas of life. To effectively create and maintain these boundaries, Start by reflecting on which type feels most challenging for you. Is it time slipping away in endless meetings, or are you surrounded by draining energy? Once identified, take small, deliberate steps to reinforce that boundary. It may be as simple as setting a timer for focused work sessions or scheduling short breaks. Recognizing your limits is essential, not just for your efficiency, but for your overall happiness. Embrace the power of boundaries and watch as your focus sharpens and your life transforms. Craft your personal boundary blueprint. Identifying boundaries can feel like navigating a maze, but it's essential for personal well-being. Begin by reflecting on areas of your life where you feel discomfort or resentment. Think about situations that drain your energy or leave you feeling exploited. Engage in a clear mind exercise. Close your eyes and visualize each of these moments. What emotions show up? Understanding these feelings is crucial, as they serve as signposts indicating where boundaries need to be drawn. Write down each scenario along with the specific emotions they evoke. After doing this, create a list of your ideal boundaries in these contexts. How would you like those situations to change? By articulating this, you actively redefine what is acceptable for you, transitioning from a reactive stance to a proactive one. Once you've defined these boundaries, it's time to proactively plan how to implement them. Consider strategies that empower you, like having honest conversations or setting up non-negotiable rules in your interactions. Picture your life as a map where strengths guide you along the right paths, while boundaries act as guardrails that prevent the unexpected twists and turns. It's about crafting a blueprint not just for protection, but for the elevation of your personal value. Rehearse these boundary conversations, envisioning responses from others. Practicing these scenarios can help reduce anxiety and quell any nerves, transforming what could be a conflict into an opportunity for growth. In this journey, don't forget that setting boundaries can feel uncomfortable at first, like putting on a new pair of shoes. However, they are necessary for walking confidently through life's challenges. As you implement your boundaries, remember to track your feelings and reactions. Consider keeping a journal where you document how situations evolve once you assert your limits. This practice will not only reinforce your commitment to maintaining these boundaries, but will also provide you with powerful insights into your personal growth. Remember, your boundaries are your blueprint for a more content and fulfilling life. So take this exercise seriously. It's a fundamental step on the path to empowerment. Chapter 9. Breaking Free from Toxic Inputs. Recognizing unhealthy influences, people, habits, and environments. Identifying the negative influences that drain focus and energy requires a keen awareness of our surroundings. Often, we find ourselves in situations or with people who sap our enthusiasm and clarity. These influences can come disguised as harmless habits or acquaintances that seem unthreatening at first glance. The coworker who constantly engages in gossip, the friend who frequently downs your dreams with skepticism, or the social media platform that fills your feed with negativity. Each one is a potential energy vampire. It's crucial to recognize that these interactions and habits do not only distract, but can dilute our motivation and sense of purpose. The key lies in tuning into your feelings. How do you feel after spending time with certain people? Are there activities that leave you exhausted or disheartened? Taking stock of these emotional responses can illuminate which influences may not have your best interests at heart. Discussing lifestyle changes to cultivate a healthier environment means taking bold steps toward change. Start by surrounding yourself with individuals who uplift and inspire. Engage with those who encourage your ambitions and share similar goals. Additionally, reassessing your daily habits is essential. Consider replacing mindless screen time with activities that invigorate your mind and body, such as reading, exercising, or engaging in creative endeavors. It's about creating a space, both physically and mentally, that nurtures growth. Declutter your surroundings and simplify your routines to reduce stress and distraction. Mindfulness practices like meditation or journaling can further enhance your clarity, helping you sift through the noise to focus on what truly matters. By intentionally crafting your environment, you transform your life into one that nourishes rather than drains. One practical tip to implement immediately is to conduct a friend audit. Look at your inner circle and assess who brings positivity and support into your life versus those who contribute to negativity or stress. Make a conscious effort to engage more with those who energize you. This simple yet profound shift can transform how you feel day to day, proving that sometimes, All it takes is a little bit of conscious awareness to reclaim your focus and vitality. How to replace negativity with empowering alternatives. Introducing positivity into your life is about adopting a mindset that constantly seeks the good, even in challenging situations. One effective strategy is to practice gratitude regularly. Take a few moments each day to acknowledge what you are grateful for, whether it's a beautiful sunrise, support from a friend, or even the simplest joy of a warm cup of coffee. When you focus on the positives, your brain begins to rewire itself, creating a natural inclination towards optimism. Another powerful practice is to engage in self-compassion. Instead of chastising yourself for mistakes, treat yourself with understanding and kindness. This shift in perspective not only lessens the grip of negativity, but also strengthens your resilience. Surrounding yourself with positive influences, whether through uplifting media, inspirational quotes, or supportive friends, can further bolster your spirit. Choose what you consume thoughtfully, as every little piece of positivity contributes to a healthier mindset. Empowering practices to enhance focus are essential tools in navigating the clutter of modern distractions. Mindfulness meditation, for example, is increasingly popular for its ability to sharpen attention and promote mental clarity. By dedicating just a few minutes daily to observe your breath or immerse yourself in the present moment, you can train your mind to concentrate better on tasks at hand. Journaling serves as another method to bolster focus. Writing down your thoughts and goals helps organize your mind while giving clarity to what matters most. This practice not only clears mental fog, but also builds a bridge between intention and action. Engaging in physical activities like yoga or Tai Chi can also aid in improving focus, as these disciplines demand attention to body movements and breathing, fostering a stronger connection between mind and body. When you empower yourself with these practices, you don't just replace negativity with positivity. You create a resilient foundation for personal growth. One particularly effective tip for replacing negativity with empowerment lies in the art of reframing. When faced with a challenge, instead of seeing it as an insurmountable obstacle, consider it a stepping stone for learning and growth. Transform "I can't do this" into "I will learn from this experience." This simple change in language can radically alter your approach to difficulties and set the stage for a more proactive, empowered mindset. With practice, you'll find that negativity loses its hold, making way for a life brimming with potential and possibility. A person who rebuilt their life after removing toxic elements. Shedding toxicity can be a profound and liberating experience, and for Anna, it was nothing short of transformative. In a world where negativity often lurks in the shadows, she found herself surrounded by toxic relationships, unhealthy habits, and an environment that drained her spirit. The turning point came one fateful evening when she took a good, hard look in the mirror and realized she had lost herself among those toxic elements. With resolve sparked by clarity, she decided to take back control of her life. The journey began with simple yet powerful steps. Cutting ties with friends who constantly criticized her, refraining from engaging in self-destructive behaviors, and creating space for new, positive influences. Each step felt like shedding a heavy coat, revealing not just the person she used to be, but also the person she wanted to become. The path toward personal empowerment was filled with ups and downs, but it honed her resilience. Anna discovered the importance of setting boundaries and learned that saying no was not a sign of weakness, but rather an affirmation of her worth. As she navigated away from those toxic elements, a newfound clarity emerged. She began to recognize her own needs and desires, which previously had been overshadowed by the demands of others. This clarity was both freeing and exhilarating, allowing her to pursue passions that had long been dormant and goals that had seemed impossible. As she cultivated self-love and acceptance, Anna replaced toxic relationships with friendships that uplifted her and surrounded herself with positivity. The journey required diligence and occasional course corrections, but Anna thrived amidst the challenges. She soon realized that empowerment began with her and that maintaining her new life meant continually assessing the waters she swam in. It wasn't about creating a perfect life free of challenges. Rather, it was about developing the tools to navigate those challenges effectively. Understanding that she was the author of her narrative, Anna discovered that taking ownership of her choices and actions made all the difference. Anyone looking to embark on a similar journey can start by identifying their own toxic elements and making small, manageable changes. Remember, Every step you take towards distancing yourself from negativity is a step towards embracing a more empowered and fulfilling life. Chapter 10: Mastering Time Management. The Myth of Busy. Why being productive isn't the same as being effective. Activity and productivity are often mistakenly seen as interchangeable terms, but they are quite distinct. Activity refers to the sheer volume of tasks we can fill our days with, like answering emails, attending meetings, and scrolling through social media. These actions can give the illusion of being busy, filling our schedules to the brim with engagements that often bear little meaningful fruit. Productivity, on the other hand, is about achieving results that actually matter. It's the difference between looking busy and being effective. To illustrate this difference, consider two workers. One who spends all day at their desk, constantly typing, and another who manages their time by prioritizing high-impact tasks. The first worker may appear industrious, juggling various projects, yet accomplish little of significance. In contrast, the second worker focuses on the few tasks that drive success, demonstrating that productivity is about the quality of work, not just the quantity. Understanding this distinction can transform not only individual work habits, but also workplace culture. Effectiveness is the secret ingredient that turns mere activity into impactful productivity. When we prioritize effectiveness, we do more than just tick boxes. We create tangible outcomes that propel us forward. For instance, rather than splitting attention across numerous low-priority tasks, effective individuals take time to identify key goals and dedicate their efforts to those. They ask themselves, what will make the most significant difference? By honing in on crucial objectives, they allocate their time and energy where it truly counts, thus maximizing their results. The remarkable thing about effectiveness is that it breeds mindfulness. When we focus on what is genuinely important, our tasks take on clearer purpose, making even small efforts feel rewarding. This shift in mindset shifts how we gauge success. It's no longer about being a busy bee, but about fostering growth and progress. As you navigate your daily responsibilities, challenge yourself to prioritize tasks that align with your long-term goals. With this approach, not only will you become more effective, but you'll also discover a renewed sense of fulfillment in your accomplishments. To cultivate a mindset of effectiveness, start by reflecting on your daily activities. Identify which tasks contribute to your overarching goals and which simply keep you busy. This awareness is the first step in breaking the cycle of busyness and instead embracing a more purposeful approach to your work. Techniques: time blocking, prioritization, and the Eisenhower matrix. Mastering time management techniques can significantly enhance focus and productivity in an ever-distracting world. Time blocking is one of the most effective methods where you allocate specific chunks of time to various tasks. This technique transforms your day into segments dedicated to distinct activities, reducing the mental load of juggling multiple tasks at once. By scheduling time for deep work and even breaks, your brain learns to concentrate during set periods while also enjoying the freedom of downtime. Imagine sitting down for 2 uninterrupted hours to write that report you've been putting off, knowing you won't be sidetracked by emails or social media. The clarity that comes with such structure can transform your workflow. Prioritization is an essential skill that allows you to differentiate between urgent tasks and those that can wait. A good approach is the ABC method, where you categorize your tasks as A, urgent and important, B, important but not urgent, and C, neither urgent nor important. This helps in determining what to tackle first during your time blocking sessions. The Eisenhower matrix takes prioritization a step further by allowing you to visualize these categories. It splits tasks into 4 quadrants: urgent and important, important but not urgent, urgent but not important, and neither. For example, if a project deadline is approaching, it sits squarely in the urgent and important quadrant and should take precedence over less critical tasks. Applying these techniques in daily life is surprisingly straightforward. Consider starting your day by reviewing your tasks and creating time blocks based on the priority you've established using the Eisenhower matrix. For instance, if you have a report due tomorrow and it's crucial, make a 2-hour block first thing in the morning. Around lunchtime, schedule a less urgent task, like organizing your emails. As you keep practicing this method, you'll find clarity in your workday. Remember, the goal is not merely to fill your calendar, but to foster a sustainable and productive rhythm that caters to your personal workflow. Stay open to adjustments, and don't hesitate to experiment until you find what suits you best. A practical tip is to maintain a dedicated notebook or use digital tools to track your time blocks and priorities, adjusting them as necessary for optimal performance. Design your ideal week using time management tools. Creating your ideal weekly schedule involves analyzing how you currently spend your time and imagining how you want to allocate it for maximum productivity and happiness. Begin by assessing your priorities, which may range from work commitments to personal projects and family obligations. The goal is to visualize a week that reflects your aspirations and values. Use a digital calendar or a simple notepad to map out your days. Start with fixed commitments like meetings and appointments, then fill in blocks of time for activities that rejuvenate you, such as exercise, hobbies, and downtime. It's essential to balance productivity with relaxation to avoid burnout. As you draft your schedule, consider the concept of time blocking, where you dedicate specific time slots for particular tasks or activities. This method helps in maintaining focus, as it minimizes distractions and keeps you accountable to your plan. Experimentation is key to finding the time management methods that work best for you. Don't hesitate to try different techniques, whether they're popular strategies like the Pomodoro technique, where you work for 25 minutes and take a 5-minute break, or more personalized methods, such as prioritizing tasks using the Eisenhower matrix. The effectiveness of any approach can vary from one person to another, so it may take a few weeks of trial and error before settling on a routine that feels just right. You might also want to consider journaling your experiences with each method to pinpoint what enhances your productivity and what throws you off course. Flexibility is paramount. Allow yourself to tweak your schedule weekly as circumstances change. This adaptive approach not only fosters accountability, but also keeps your time management journey engaging and dynamic. Ultimately, the perfect week is a blend of structure and spontaneity that aligns with your goals. Embrace the process of crafting your schedule, and don't shy away from adjusting it as you discover new efficiencies. A practical tip to remember is the 2-minute rule. If a task takes less than 2 minutes, do it immediately rather than scheduling it. This can significantly lighten your daily load and create a greater sense of accomplishment. Designing your ideal week isn't merely about productivity. It's about curating a life you enjoy living. Chapter 11: The Rituals of Focus. How daily habits shape long-term results. Daily rituals play a crucial role in maintaining focus and consistency in our lives. When we engage in specific routines, we are not just ticking off tasks. We are crafting an environment that fosters our ability to concentrate, innovate, and execute. Consider the simplicity of starting your day with a dedicated time for reading or journaling. This act can sharpen your intellect and elevate your mindset, setting a tone of productivity that reverberates throughout your day. Scientific studies suggest that routines help reduce decision fatigue, allowing our brains to allocate energy to higher-order thinking and creativity. Thus, embracing daily habits can propel us towards sustained focus and long-term success. Many high achievers attribute their accomplishments to well-honed rituals. For example, the late Steve Jobs was known for his meticulous morning routine, starting his day with a healthy breakfast and a structured review of his goals. Similarly, writer Maya Angelou insisted on a disciplined writing schedule, choosing a hotel room where she would lock herself away to focus solely on her craft, with little more than a pad of paper, a typewriter, and a strong cup of coffee. These successful individuals understand that their achievements are not mere strokes of luck, but the result of purposefully crafted daily practices that align with their broader aspirations. Their lives remind us that it's not only about setting grand goals, but also honoring the rituals that lead us there. Incorporating elements from these examples into our own lives can bring about transformation. Start with small, manageable changes in your daily routine that cater to your goals. Perhaps a set time for meditation or a dedicated hour for skill development could be a good place to begin. The key lies in consistency, forming habits that you can sustain over the long haul. Over time, those little habits stack against the backdrop of your larger ambitions, creating a powerful momentum. Remember that the small actions we take each day, aligned with our aspirations, ultimately shape the outcomes we experience in the future. Aim for habits that challenge you but also ignite your passion, as those are the ones that will carry you forward in your journey. Morning and evening routines for peak mental clarity. Effective morning and evening routines are not just beneficial, They are essential for maintaining peak mental clarity. Starting your day with intention can set a positive tone that reverberates throughout the hours ahead. Begin your morning by creating a ritual that includes a brief moment of silence or meditation. This quiet time allows you to center your thoughts and prepare yourself for the challenges ahead. Follow this with a healthy breakfast to fuel your brain, and don't forget to include physical activity. Even a brisk walk can significantly enhance your cognitive functions. Additionally, prioritizing tasks and setting clear intentions for the day can create a sense of focus and purpose, further optimizing your mental clarity. As for your evening, winding down the day with reflection or journaling can help clear mental clutter. Engaging in relaxing activities, such as reading or gentle stretching, prepares your mind for restful sleep. Ensuring that you step away from screens at least an hour before bedtime helps signal your brain that it's time to relax and recover. These well-structured routines provide a framework that can maximize your mental clarity in profound ways. Consistency in morning rituals promotes a state of mindfulness that spills over into your daily activities, allowing you to approach your tasks with a clear and focused mindset. By engaging in evening reflection, you can process the day's events, reducing anxiety and improving your ability to think critically. It's during these moments of quiet contemplation that insights often arise. The rituals also create a sense of stability in our ever-changing world, giving us control over at least part of our daily experience. Ultimately, routines are about finding what energizes and grounds you, paving the way for creativity and productivity to flourish. The clearer your mind is, the better your decisions will be, and the more effectively you can navigate the complexities of daily life. The key takeaway is that both morning and evening routines should be personalized to fit your unique needs and preferences. Experiment with different practices, whether that's incorporating gratitude exercises, mindful breathing, or evening tea rituals, until you find what resonates with you. Set aside time each day to refine these habits, ensuring that they serve your mental clarity and overall well-being. Engaging actively with your routines transforms them from mundane tasks into powerful tools for enhancing your mental state. Embrace the notion that in the quiet moments of your day, clarity awaits, ready to propel you forward. A scientist whose ritualized focus led to a groundbreaking discovery. The life of a scientist can often resemble that of a poet, brimming with inspiration and the struggle for clarity. Among the countless researchers who tread this path, there was one whose path was remarkably shaped by rituals. Dr. Emily Carter was a meticulous investigator in the field of microbiology, known not just for her scientific prowess, but for her unwavering commitment to her daily routines. Every morning at precisely 6:30 a.m., she would rise, brew a cup of her favorite green tea, and sit by her window, allowing the soft light of dawn to cast new ideas into her mind. This daily ritual acted like a crucible, distilling her thoughts and sharpening her focus before the chaos of the lab consumed her. During these moments of quiet reflection, she would mentally outline her objectives, setting a clear intention for each experiment she planned to conduct. Over time, these rituals became a cornerstone of her work, transforming the way she approached scientific inquiry. The connection between focus, rituals, and remarkable achievements is profound, as Dr. Carter's story illustrates. Rituals serve as anchors, providing structure in the unpredictable realm of research. In her case, these rituals didn't just organize her time, they cultivated a mindset geared towards discovery. Psychology supports this notion, suggesting that structured routines can enhance cognitive performance by minimizing distractions. Dr. Carter honed her ability to sift through noise and direct her attention with precision. Each ritual, from her early morning musings to the exact arrangement of her lab equipment, was a deliberate act designed to elevate her concentration to a level where breakthroughs could occur. This unwavering commitment to her rituals led to a groundbreaking discovery in bacterial resistance, marking a turning point in her career and contributing significantly to the field. Rituals, whether simple or elaborate, can be integrated into anyone's daily life to enhance focus and productivity. They create a framework that signals to your brain it's time to concentrate and perform. By following a sequence of familiar actions, you allow your mind to enter a state conducive to creativity and innovation. So, whether you're a scientist, a teacher, or a creator in any field, consider establishing your own rituals to carve out sacred space for your work. Find what grounds you, what inspires you, and make it a part of your daily routine, much like Dr. Carter did. You might just find that your own groundbreaking discovery is waiting to emerge, fueled by the power of focused intention. Chapter 12: Flow State Fundamentals. Understanding the science of flow. How to unlock deep focus and creativity. Flow is that magical state where you're so immersed in an activity that time slips away and everything else fades into the background. This phenomenon is essential for achieving deep focus, as it allows you to unleash your full potential, whether you are creating art, solving complex problems, or engaging in sports. The significance of flow in our lives can't be overstated. It's not just a buzzword for productivity enthusiasts. It's a powerful mental state that can enhance creativity, improve performance, and foster a sense of fulfillment. When you're in flow, challenges seem effortless, and your skills are perfectly matched to the task at hand. This harmony leads to a heightened sense of achievement and well-being. Understanding flow equips you with the knowledge to seek it out and cultivate it, transforming mundane tasks into fulfilling experiences that drive innovation and personal growth. Delving into the psychological mechanisms that facilitate flow reveals a fascinating interplay of attention, action, and skill. To enter this state, individuals typically need to engage in activities that are challenging yet aligned with their abilities. This balance triggers a focused mind, where distractions fade and the brain computes in overdrive. Key aspects include setting clear goals, receiving immediate feedback, and total immersion in the activity. When these elements converge, they create a neurological environment ripe for flow. Research shows that certain brain waves, particularly alpha and theta waves, are more pronounced when individuals are in flow, demonstrating that creativity and focus are not linear, but rather cyclical states of being. The more you practice cultivating flow, the easier it becomes to access this heightened mental state, leading to a compounding effect on your creativity and productivity. Understanding flow isn't just for artists or athletes. It's for anyone looking to make the most of their skills and time. To tap into this state, start small by identifying activities that inspire you and challenge your current skill level. Create an environment free from distractions and maintain clear goals. Embrace the journey of reaching flow, experimenting with different tasks or practices that push your boundaries, and don't forget to celebrate those moments when you lose track of time and step into a world of pure creativity. By prioritizing these experiences, you'll not only enhance your focus, but also unlock deeper layers of ingenuity. Conditions for flow: challenge, skill alignment, and minimizing interruptions. Entering a state of flow is often described as being completely absorbed in what you're doing, where time seems to fade away and everything just clicks. To effectively enter this desirable state, certain conditions must be met. The first of these is a balance between challenge and skill. If the task is too easy, you may become bored, but if it's too difficult, it can lead to frustration. This delicate balance keeps you engaged and stimulates your mind. Both challenge and skill need to be tuned to the right frequency to resonate harmoniously. When you find that sweet spot, everything aligns, and you might just surprise yourself with what you can achieve. Creating an environment that fosters flow requires intentional effort. One significant strategy to achieve this is to minimize interruptions, as these disruptions can quickly snatch you from the zone. Consider setting boundaries with your time and space. Designate specific times for deep work, where distractions, like phone notifications or chatty coworkers, are kept at bay. For instance, you might play some ambient music or use noise-canceling headphones to cultivate an atmosphere that invites concentration. Another vital element is to provide yourself with clear goals. When you know exactly what you need to focus on, it becomes easier to dive deep into your tasks without straying off course. By continually refining your environment and mindfully engaging your skills, you enhance your chances of slipping into that magical flow state. Remember, the journey to flow is not just about being productive. It's about finding joy in the process of doing your work. Celebrate small victories along the way. Take time to reflect on your experiences and adjust your strategies as needed. The more you understand how challenge and skill interplay in your tasks, the easier it becomes to recreate those conditions. Make it a habit to seek activities that challenge you adequately while also honing your skills, and keep your workspace conducive to deep focus. You might find that your most profound moments of creativity and productivity emerge from these intentional practices. Exercise. Create your personal flow trigger checklist. Developing your personal flow triggers is like crafting a custom recipe for peak performance. Flow states, those magical moments when you are fully immersed in an activity, can be elusive, but understanding what propels you into this state is key. Start by reflecting on past experiences when you felt truly engaged and productive. Ask yourself questions such as, what were you doing? What time of day was it? Who were you with? These details form the building blocks of your flow triggers. Consider environmental factors like lighting and noise levels, as they can either propel or hinder your ability to concentrate. Create a list of these elements and see which ones consistently correspond with your flow experiences. This checklist is not static. It will evolve as you discover more about what drives you. Regularly revisit and update it as you expand your horizons and try new activities. Self-assessing your flow states requires a little introspection and a steady hand on your emotional pulse. After you engage in a task, take a moment to reflect on how you felt during the process and afterward. Did time seem to dissolve around you? Were distractions prominent, or did you glide past them effortlessly? Keeping a journal can be instrumental in tracking your experiences. Jot down insights about what triggered a flow state during your day and how it affected your productivity and overall well-being. This practice isn't just about figuring out what works. It's also about celebrating your successes and pinpointing areas for improvement. As you build this reflective habit, you'll notice patterns in your flow experiences emerge, helping you refine your checklist even further. Creating a personal flow trigger checklist and practicing self-assessment can significantly enhance your ability to enter flow states. As a practical tip, consider setting a timer for specific tasks to limit distractions and encourage focused work. Experiment with different environments for various activities and see where you naturally slip into a state of flow. The key is to remain curious and open to discovering more about yourself. Remember, your flow triggers are unique to you, like a finely tailored suit that fits just right. Chapter 13. Resilience in the Face of Setbacks. Why focus doesn't mean perfection. Embracing failure as part of the process. Setbacks are not the end of the road. In fact, they are often just the beginning of a new journey towards success. When faced with a challenge or failure, we sometimes feel demoralized, as if we've lost our path. However, those bumps in the road can serve as significant stepping stones, leading us to rethink our strategies or align our goals more closely with what we truly want. Many successful individuals have faced numerous setbacks before achieving their dreams. Each failure provides valuable lessons, informing our future efforts and molding our resilience. By embracing failure rather than fearing it, we can transform our setbacks into learning experiences that propel us forward. It's through these experiences that we develop a deeper understanding of our passions and capabilities, ultimately paving the way for greater success. Encouraging a growth mindset is essential in this journey of focus and resilience. A growth mindset believes that abilities and intelligence can be developed through hard work, dedication, and a willingness to learn. When we focus on our goals, it's vital to remember that mistakes and failures are simply part of the creative process. Instead of seeing a setback as a reflection of our inability, we should view it as a natural outcome of taking risks and pushing our boundaries. This perspective fosters continuous improvement, and with it, we become more adept at facing life's challenges. Adopting a growth mindset empowers us to persevere, motivating us to tackle difficulties with curiosity rather than dread, and creates a productive cycle of learning and achievement that more easily aligns with our focused efforts. To truly harness the power of focus without falling into the trap of perfectionism, it's crucial to cultivate an appreciation for the learning journey itself. Embracing imperfection allows us to remain authentic and open-hearted, vital qualities that can lead to new discoveries. So, the next time you encounter a setback, take a moment to reflect on what you can gain from the experience. Shift your focus from avoiding failures to seeking out the lessons that come with them. This mindset not only transforms how you approach your goals, but also enriches your overall experience. Remember, the road to success is rarely a straight line. It's more like an intricate dance of steps forward, sideways, and even backward. Learning to appreciate this rhythm can ultimately lead to your greatest triumphs. Focus as a muscle, how challenges strengthen it over time. Focus is like a muscle. Just as lifting weights strengthens your biceps and triceps over time, engaging your focus regularly builds your mental capacity to concentrate and endure through challenges. When you start working out, those first few sessions can feel daunting. The weights seem heavy, and you might find yourself easily distracted or fatigued. However, with consistent effort, not only do your muscles grow, but so does your ability to push through discomfort. This is where the analogy of focus shines. Each time you face a distraction or an obstacle, you're essentially adding another plate to your mental barbell. Every time you resist the urge to scroll through social media while working on a project, or when you choose to pursue a challenging task instead of opting for an easier one, you're doing mental reps that contribute to a more resilient and powerful focus. Just as athletes often engage in repetitive training drills to enhance their performance, you too can strengthen your focus through regular practice. Simple strategies can transform your ability to concentrate from a flimsy featherlight weight into a robust powerlifter. You can start by carving out small periods of uninterrupted work time, gradually increasing these intervals as your focus improves. Techniques like mindfulness meditation also act like a personal trainer, guiding you to redirect your attention like adjusting your posture to lift that barbells correctly. The more you practice, the more automatic your focus becomes, eventually allowing you to block out noise, both external and internal, with greater ease and proficiency. Challenges become less daunting. Much like running a mile feels easier as you build your stamina. With each focused moment you cultivate, you create a fortified mental state, one where resilience and concentration go hand in hand, ultimately moving you closer to your goals. Consider setting aside time each day for focused work. Start with brief intervals, perhaps 5 or 10 minutes, dedicating yourself fully to a task without distractions. Over time, gradually increase that period as you build your focus muscle. Just as you'd never expect to lift heavy weights without first building strength, don't underestimate the power of consistent practice to enhance your ability to concentrate. Like any worthwhile effort, it takes time, but the payoff, a sharpened, resilient focus, is well worth the investment. A startup founder who pivoted after multiple setbacks to achieve success. The journey of a resilient entrepreneur is often one filled with ups and downs. Take the story of Sarah, a tenacious founder who embarked on her startup journey with dreams of transforming the tech industry. Initially, her app seemed to be the answer to a significant need, but the early days were riddled with challenges. The app experienced persistent software bugs that frustrated early users, and funding became scarce as the market shifted. Rather than succumbing to despair, Sarah embraced the obstacles as opportunities for learning and growth. Each setback taught her valuable lessons about customer needs and market dynamics, compelling her to refine her approach and take feedback seriously. With every failure, she strengthened her resolve to make her vision a reality. Sarah's story illustrates that resilience isn't just about bouncing back. It's about evolving and adapting in the face of adversity. Throughout this journey, adaptability became Sarah's greatest ally. As she synthesized feedback from her dwindling user base, she recognized that her original concept wasn't quite right for the market. Instead of clinging to her initial idea, she pivoted to a new model that leveraged her core technology while addressing users' actual desires. By developing a more intuitive interface and introducing features that resonated with her audience, she not only revitalized her product, but also reignited interest among potential investors. This shift underscored an essential truth. Success often hinges on one's ability to pivot effectively. In the fast-paced world of startups, rigid adherence to a single vision can lead to failure, while flexibility allows entrepreneurs to harness emerging insights that pave the way for innovative successes. Sarah's journey reminds us that staying focused on the goal doesn't mean sticking to a single path. This tale of grit and adaptive thinking can inspire anyone venturing into the world of entrepreneurship, or even those facing challenges in their personal lives. Embracing uncertainty and remaining open to change are crucial elements in building something meaningful. Start by assessing your current strategies regularly. Are they still serving your ultimate goals? Don't be afraid to pivot when needed. This mindset not only brings new life to your initiatives, but also opens doors to opportunities you might never have imagined. Chapter 14: The Role of Gratitude and Reflection. How reflecting on progress keeps you motivated and aligned. Reflection is more than just peering into the rearview mirror of life. It's the key to sustaining motivation as you journey toward your goals. When we take the time to think about what we've accomplished, we unlock the power of recognition. Acknowledging even the smallest victories boosts our spirits and reinforces our commitment to the path we've chosen. This process helps us remember why we started in the first place. The connection between reflection and motivation is rooted in the human psyche. We thrive on acknowledgement, and the more we recognize our progress, the more driven we become. By reflecting regularly, we cultivate a sense of purpose that aligns our daily actions with our greater aspirations. The act of reflection, therefore, serves as both a compass and a fuel for our quest, ensuring we remain motivated even when the going gets tough. Incorporating reflection into daily life doesn't require a grand ceremony or an hour of soliloquy. It can be as simple as dedicating a few moments each evening to jot down thoughts about your day. Consider the highs and the lows and what they taught you. Another effective way is to create a weekly review ritual. Set aside a bit of time at the end of each week to review your achievements, analyze setbacks, and set intentions for the week ahead. This pattern not only enhances self-awareness, but also helps clarify what motivates you and keeps you on track. You might even find it beneficial to start a reflection journal, a space where you can freely express your thoughts. Dive into your feelings, document your progress, and even note the lessons you've learned. These moments of introspection, no matter how brief, can illuminate your journey and align your daily efforts with your deepest goals. Finding ways to insert reflection into your routine transforms it from a daunting task into a natural habit. Remember, motivation is not just a fleeting burst of energy. It requires nurturing, and reflection plays a pivotal role in that process. You might want to consider setting reminders on your phone to pause and reflect at certain times, whether it's during a coffee break or while commuting. And don't overlook the importance of sharing your reflections with others. Discussing your progress with friends or colleagues can spark new insights and reinforce your commitment. Ultimately, reflecting on your progress reveals the progress itself, an ongoing narrative of growth and resilience that continually fuels your motivational engine. Consider making it a non-negotiable part of your day, and watch how it transforms your momentum. The science of gratitude, how it rewires your brain for positivity and focus. Exploring the neurological benefits of gratitude on mental clarity begins with an understanding of how our brains function. When you engage in gratitude, you are essentially sending signals that promote neural flexibility, which is key for better mental clarity. This shift happens because gratitude activates specific brain areas responsible for emotions and decision-making. The anterior cingulate cortex, notably, becomes more engaged, enhancing your ability to focus and prioritize tasks effectively. Studies indicate that practices such as keeping a gratitude journal or simply reflecting on what one appreciates can lead to increased levels of serotonin and dopamine, those beloved brain chemicals that contribute to feelings of happiness and fulfillment. As these chemicals surge, clarity unfolds. It's fascinating to consider that each time you practice gratitude, you are not just counting blessings. You are literally rewiring your brain to perceive information in a more positive light, improving cognition and enhancing focus. The impact of gratitude on personal well-being cannot be understated. Individuals who incorporate gratitude into their daily routines often report higher levels of happiness. This sense of joy isn't just a fleeting emotion. It has the power to create a ripple effect in other areas of your life. When you recognize the positive elements around you, even on challenging days, your resiliency strengthens. People who express gratitude regularly also experience lower levels of stress and anxiety, which can lead to improvements in physical health. A robust study found that gratitude participants were more likely to engage in healthy behaviors, such as exercise, which further enhances well-being. This emotional practice fosters a sense of community and connection, promoting positive relationships and social bonds. In essence, gratitude acts as both a shield against negativity and a bridge to healthier interpersonal interactions. Embracing gratitude doesn't require grand gestures. It's often the smallest acts that spark profound changes. Setting aside a few moments each day to acknowledge what you're grateful for can lead to powerful shifts in your mental landscape. Consider integrating this practice into your routine by jotting down a few things you appreciate each morning. It's a small step that can recharge your positive perspective and keep you focused throughout the day. Exercise. Build a simple gratitude and reflection practice. A structured practice for cultivating gratitude can transform your everyday outlook on life. The first step in creating this practice is to set aside a few minutes each day for reflection. This doesn't need to be a lengthy session. Even 5 minutes can work wonders. Begin by finding a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. Grab a journal or simply use your smartphone notes app, whichever feels more comfortable. Start by writing down 3 things you are grateful for. These can be big or small, from the warmth of the sun on your skin to a text from a friend that made you smile. The key is to pay attention and appreciate the little moments that often slip by unnoticed. This daily act of gratitude has a ripple effect, helping to shift your focus from what is lacking in your life to what is already abundant. Over time, this practice can deepen your sense of fulfillment, serve as a buffer against stress, and even enhance your overall well-being. Encouraging consistent reflection enhances focus because it structures your thoughts and helps clarify your priorities. Each week, take an extra moment to reflect more deeply on what you've written down. Ask yourself why you are grateful for these things and how they manifest in your life. This introspection can amplify the benefits of your gratitude practice, allowing you to connect more personally with your experiences. As you revisit your lists, you'll likely notice patterns and themes that surface. Perhaps your gratitude points to the importance of relationships, or maybe you find fulfillment in your career achievements. By recognizing these patterns, you can start to create actionable goals that align with your values, enhancing your focus in both personal and professional arenas. This consistent reflection serves as a compass, guiding you towards what genuinely brings you joy and fulfillment. Gratitude and reflection are not just feel-good activities. They are powerful tools that can change your mindset and improve your outlook on life. Consider integrating a weekly ritual where you assess your progress on the goals you've established. Reflect on how your gratitude practice has shifted your perspective. You might find that your appreciation for daily experiences has grown, or perhaps you feel a compelling urge to deepen certain relationships in your life. This introspective cycle will keep your focus sharp and ensure that you are leading a life aligned with your deepest values. Remember, savoring moments and reflecting on them not only enriches your present, but builds a robust foundation for a fulfilling future. Chapter 15. Focus as a Lifestyle. Integration over discipline. How to make focus a natural part of your life. Integrating focus into daily habits is crucial, as it shapes not only our productivity, but also our overall approach to life. When focus becomes a habitual part of our routine, it's like a well-tuned instrument that can produce beautiful music. Let's face it, our modern world is a whirlwind of distractions, from smartphones to social media notifications. With a little intention, we can cultivate an environment that nurtures our ability to concentrate. Simple actions like setting specific times for checking emails and silencing notifications can enhance our focus tremendously. Furthermore, the idea of mini routines can be powerful. These are small, manageable practices we can weave into our day, such as a few minutes of mindful breathing before diving into a task. This approach doesn't just help clear the mental clutter. It turns the act of focusing into something less formidable and more organic, allowing us to engage deeply with our work or hobbies. Living a sustainable focused lifestyle requires tweaks to how we manage our time and energy. One effective technique is to implement the Pomodoro technique, where we work for a set period, often 25 minutes, followed by a brief break. This not only keeps our minds fresh, but also reinforces the habit of periodical focus without causing burnout. Combining this technique with scheduled breaks for physical movement helps in maintaining a high level of energy and clarity. Another practical tip is to identify your peak focus times, those golden hours when your mind seems sharpest. During these times, tackle the most demanding tasks while reserving simpler tasks for when your concentration lapses. Creating a focus-friendly environment, think minimal clutter, calm colors, and perhaps a plant or two, also makes a remarkable difference in fostering an atmosphere conducive to concentration. Little adjustments like these, when made consistently, transform focus from being an effortful endeavor to an integral part of how we live. Developing the habit of focus is both an art and a science. It thrives on the synergy between awareness and practice, leading to a rewarding cycle of achievement and satisfaction. Pay attention to how you feel throughout the day. Are there moments when your focus peaks, and then it suddenly drops? Taking note of these patterns can help you adjust your activities to align with your natural rhythms. Remember, it's not about enforcing rigid discipline. It's about creating an environment and routine where focus can flourish naturally. And here's a nugget for your journey. Start small. Even dedicating just 5 minutes at a time to an activity fully, without distractions, can lead to remarkable improvements. Gradual changes invite sustainable growth, fostering a life where focus becomes as seamless as breathing. The ripple effect. How focusing on what matters influences those around you. When an individual channels their energy towards what truly matters in their life, the impact reverberates far beyond their own experience. This focused mindset tends to radiate positivity, sparking interest in those around them. Think about a friend who consistently pursues their passions. Their enthusiasm can be contagious, often motivating others to pursue their own dreams. By focusing on their goals, they create a ripple effect, prompting colleagues or family members to reflect on their own aspirations. This isn't just about inspiration. It's about showcasing the beauty of determination and purpose, which can stir a shift in someone else's perspective. The clarity and conviction that come from personal focus act like a lighthouse in a foggy sea, guiding others who might be lost. People naturally gravitate towards those who seem grounded and purposeful. When we see someone taking deliberate steps towards their dreams, it encourages us to not only admire them, but also to ask ourselves, what do we want to pursue? This questioning can ignite personal change, leading others to act in ways they hadn't considered before. The significant truth here is that focus doesn't exist in a vacuum. Rather, it dances and intertwines with the lives of others, leaving traces of inspiration wherever it touches. The beauty of focus is amplified when shared. In any community, whether it be a neighborhood group, a workplace, or an online forum, the act of discussing and exchanging focus strategies can yield transformative results. Consider organizing a gathering where participants share their personal focuses and the methods they've developed to maintain them. Such an environment fosters openness, where individuals are encouraged to express their journeys, challenges, and breakthroughs. Communities thrive on collaboration, and sharing focus strategies creates a sense of collective responsibility towards personal growth. It's about more than just individual success. It cultivates a culture of support and encouragement, making everyone feel like they're in it together. Discussing what works and what doesn't can lead to new ideas and insights that one might not have discovered alone. Imagine a group of people discussing their time management techniques, revealing how they prioritize tasks or eliminate distractions. One person's revelation about a specific app or a technique like the Pomodoro method could inspire several others to adjust their routines and increase productivity. This communal sharing doesn't just enhance personal focus. It builds a network of mutual support where everyone feels empowered to strive for their individual goals while contributing to the larger community. Encouraging others to focus on their personal goals and to cultivate shared learning experiences can lead to powerful transformations within a community. By creating opportunities for dialogue and exchange, we not only inspire ourselves, but also shape the collective spirit of those around us. Each person's journey adds texture to the shared narrative, revealing that focus can indeed be a communal adventure. A simple tip for nurturing this sharing culture is to introduce regular check-ins where community members can reflect on their progress and share new insights. This consistent practice can set a tone of accountability, inspiration, and connection. Exercise. The year from now visualization. What does your focused life look like? Imagine it's a year from now. Take a moment to close your eyes and breathe deeply. Picture yourself waking up in the morning, sunlight filtering through your curtains, and think about where you are. Is it a cozy apartment in the city, a peaceful house in the countryside, or a small beachside bungalow? Visualizing your focused future is about immersing yourself in each detail. What are the sounds of your day? Perhaps it's the sound of laughter with loved ones, the soothing rustle of leaves, or the delightful buzz of a bustling cafe. Let your imagination guide you and sketch out a vivid scene filled with colors, scents, and feelings. When you open your eyes, jot down everything you saw, felt, and heard. This exercise not only sharpens your focus on what truly matters, but also sets the stage for shaping your future. Now that you've crafted this detailed picture of what a year from now looks like, it's time to set some goals to turn that vision into reality. Think of your visualization as a treasure map and identify the stepping stones needed to arrive at that destination. Break this larger vision into smaller, achievable goals that fit into a timeline. For instance, if you see yourself thriving in a new career, set a goal to acquire a specific skill or attend networking events within the next few months. Reflecting on your visualization can also empower you with clarity about what you value most, guiding you to make decisions that align with that vision. Embrace the idea that goal setting isn't just about the destination. It's also about enjoying the journey of growth and discovery. Every goal, no matter how small, is a step toward that vibrant future you've pictured. As you embark on this exciting endeavor, remember to revisit your visualization periodically. Just as you would check a map on a journey, returning to this mental image can help realign your goals and actions as life's twists and turns unfold. Celebrate your progress along the way and allow room for adjustments. Sometimes your vision may evolve, and that's perfectly okay. The key is to remain engaged and adaptable so you continue steering your life in the direction of your dreams. Keeping track of your goals in a journal can provide valuable insights into your growth and the steps you've taken. This practice not only fuels motivation, but also provides a rewarding sense of accomplishment as you witness your journey unfold. Conclusion: The art of living with intention. A return to the compass. How cutting out noise reveals the beauty of a purpose-driven life. In a world riddled with distractions, finding clarity often feels like searching for a needle in a haystack. Life has a way of bombarding us with noise, from the incessant ping of notifications to the endless stream of opinions broadcasted through social media. Each distraction comes with its own allure, disguising itself as crucial when in reality, it often serves to divert us from our true path. As individuals, we must embark on a journey of cutting out this noise to rediscover our internal compass, which is uniquely attuned to our purpose. This process is not merely an exercise in eliminating distractions. It is an act of self-liberation. Moments become clearer, almost crystallized, once we carve out the chaos and tune into what genuinely matters. The beauty of life begins to unfold when we allow ourselves to hear our own thoughts and feelings without the constant din of outside influences. By embracing periods of quiet contemplation, we can reflect on our values, interests, and passions, enabling us to move forward with intention rather than impulse. Living with intention transforms existence from a mundane routine into a life imbued with purpose and meaning. When distractions are minimized, the clarity we gain allows us to make conscious choices, aligning our daily actions with our core beliefs. This intentionality is like an artist wielding a finely tuned brush, capable of adding strokes of brilliance to the canvas of our lives. The rewards are not merely abstract concepts. They manifest as improved relationships, enhanced productivity, and an overall sense of fulfillment. When we prioritize what matters most, small victories begin to accumulate, fueling our motivation and driving us toward our larger goals. Engaging in activities that resonate with our purpose fills us with joy, providing the enthusiasm needed to tackle challenges head-on. A life driven by intention cultivates gratitude for the present moment, as we learn to celebrate not just the milestones but also the small, everyday moments that often go unnoticed. The shift from a reactive to a proactive mindset invites us to enjoy the journey, making every step feel significant. To navigate this journey effectively, take a moment each day to reflect on your priorities and assess whether your actions align with your values. This can be as simple as dedicating 15 minutes to journaling or meditating, creating a space for self-discovery. When you cultivate this practice of intentional living, the world begins to open up, revealing paths that resonate with who you are at your core, guiding you back to your true north. Your journey ahead. The ongoing practice of staying aligned with what truly matters. Commitment is a powerful force, and recognizing that your focused journey extends beyond the pages of this book is crucial. While you may find inspiration and guidance within, the real transformation occurs when you actively apply what you've learned. Think of this journey as an ongoing adventure. You'll encounter detours and speed bumps, but each day presents you with a chance to recommit to your path. Make a promise to yourself that you'll carry the lessons forward, reflecting on your progress and recalibrating your focus as needed. The world is full of distractions, but your resolve to prioritize what truly matters will be your compass. Finding your center is not a one-time event. It requires continuous effort and a willingness to adapt. So, grab your metaphorical map, chart your course, and embark on this journey with intention and fierce determination. Staying aligned with your core values and purpose is like tuning a musical instrument. Regular adjustments will keep you in harmony with yourself and the world around you. First, identify your values, the aspects of life that resonate deeply within you. Are they family, creativity, integrity, or perhaps adventure? Write them down somewhere visible, where you can engage with them daily. This practice will serve as a constant reminder of what fuels your motivation. Next, it's vital to check in with yourself regularly. Set aside quiet moments for reflection, where you can assess whether your daily actions harmonize with your values and long-term goals. Life will throw challenges your way, and it's easy to get swept up in the chaos. When that happens, remember that true alignment comes from conscious choices rather than reactive ones. Embrace flexibility, and don't hesitate to pivot when necessary. Staying on course doesn't mean never changing direction. It means ensuring that any adjustments you make continue to lead you toward your core purpose. As you navigate your ongoing journey, integrate small daily practices that reinforce your commitment to what truly matters. This could be as simple as a brief morning meditation reflecting on your values, journaling about your experiences and insights, or sharing your intentions with a supportive friend or community. The key is to actively cultivate awareness around your choices and their alignment with your inner compass. Each step you take, no matter how small, contributes to a greater sense of alignment and fulfillment. Embrace the journey ahead with curiosity and courage, knowing that every moment offers an opportunity to align closer with who you are and what you truly value. Final thought: focus isn't just about achieving goals, it's about living meaningfully. Focus is a multifaceted concept that transcends the mere setting and achieving of goals. It serves as a beacon, guiding us through the chaos of daily life. The key takeaways from the exploration of focus reveal that it's not merely about directing our attention to a single task or ambition. Indeed, it's about understanding what truly matters to us and aligning our actions with those values. This clarity brings a sense of purpose, enabling us to prioritize effectively and sift through distractions that cloud our vision. Embracing focus allows us to channel our energy into the things that resonate deeply within us, which ultimately leads to a richer, more fulfilling life experience. Viewing focus as a pathway to a meaningful life opens up new dimensions of understanding. Life is not just a series of checkpoints where we aim for accomplishments. It is a journey comprised of moments that hold significance. When we concentrate on what ignites passion and joy within us, we start to create a narrative that reflects our true selves. This perspective encourages us to engage fully in each experience, whether it's savoring a quiet morning, deepening relationships, or pursuing our creative interests. With this mindset, focus transitions from a tool for productivity into a philosophy that enriches our existence and deepens our connections with the world and ourselves. To foster this sense of focus, consider incorporating daily practices that invite mindfulness into your routine. Simple actions, such as setting aside a few moments for reflection or dedicating time to activities that bring you joy, can reinforce your commitment to living meaningfully. Just as the lens of a camera sharpens the image in view, your focus can clarify your path in life, allowing you to see and appreciate the beauty in the everyday. By nurturing this awareness, you not only enrich your own life, but also inspire those around you to explore their own journeys with intention. As we come full circle, let's return to the image of the compass, an unwavering tool that points us in the direction we're meant to go. By cutting through the noise of modern life, you've uncovered your own compass, a clear sense of purpose, values, and focus. But the journey doesn't end here. Focus isn't a destination, it's a practice, a way of life. There will be moments when distractions creep back in, when the noise feels overwhelming again. That's when you return to the principles in this book, recalibrate your compass, and continue moving forward with intention. Remember, this isn't just about achieving goals. It's about crafting a life that reflects who you truly are and what you truly value. By focusing on what matters, you've not only transformed your own life, but also inspired those around you to do the same. So what's next? Close your eyes and envision your life 1 year from now, a life where you are deeply aligned with your purpose, where your actions resonate with your values, and where each day feels meaningful. That vision is within reach. As you step forward, let the art of focus guide you. The noise will always be there, but now you have the tools to rise above it and live a life of clarity, intention, and purpose.